chapel. By this point it had been largely abandoned, services reduced to rare visits, and the bell tower left untouched, its staircase unstable and sealed off. But at exactly 3:33 a.m., the silence was shattered. The church bell, the very one believed to have been cursed, silenced, and long disconnected, began to ring. Not once or twice, but 13 slow tolls, each one more hollow than the last. No one pulled the rope. In fact, the tower was supposed to be structurally unsafe, yet the entire village heard it. Windows shook, dogs howled, lights flickered. Many villagers later said they awoke in bed, unable to move, watching shadows pass silently across their ceilings. Just as the final toll echoed through the valley, frightened yet drawn by instinct, a few villagers ran to the chapel. They found the front door wide open, swinging gently in the wind. Inside, Father Marco, now older, slower, and visibly worn by the years of obsession, was kneeling at the altar, tears streaming down his face. He whispered, "They're here," over and over again. Behind him, a section of the rear altar wall had collapsed, revealing a small bricked-up alcove that had never appeared on any architectural plans. The wall was freshly disturbed, as if something had pushed outward from within. Cautiously, they approached the opening, flashlights trembling in their hands. What they saw stopped them cold. 4 skeletal figures, perfectly preserved, seated upright in a circle. They were clothed in what remained of nun habits, each bearing a rosary identical to the ones that had mysteriously reappeared on the altar years ago. Their bones showed no signs of decay beyond natural wear, no trauma, and no dust, as if they'd been placed there yesterday. But what truly disturbed everyone was the expressions frozen on their faces, mouths agape in silent screams, eyes open, wide, sockets hollow, yet somehow still watching. The room went cold. One man fainted. Another dropped his flashlight and refused to return inside. And still, Father Marco remained kneeling, whispering in Latin phrases no one understood. His eyes were vacant, staring toward the open bell tower above. He later claimed he hadn't broken the wall, it had opened on its own when the bell rang. "They didn't die," he murmured. "They transcended. And now, they've come back." But before anyone could question him further, his body stiffened. He began to shake violently, his mouth opening wide in what looked like a silent chant. And then, just like that, he collapsed. After collapsing at the altar, Father Marco was rushed to the village infirmary, unconscious and barely breathing. His vitals were erratic, heart rate spiking without cause, body temperature dipping far below normal. The nurse on duty claimed his skin felt like frozen stone, and when she tried to take his pulse, she could swear she heard a faint humming sound, almost like chanting, coming from within his chest. The doctors were baffled.